that they had against 100 Thieves, because Cryo was all over him. And it might be similar here.
See, Salvo's going to be laid down a bit of a tap to see what the next layer of things are, but Lev want to take this one and fight forwards underhand with the flash. There's a big reveal, but reveal does nothing in the face of all these guns.
Very, very cool protocol, actually, popping through your own smoke to get out and put pressure on these art players. Yeah, something that C9 used to do in 2023, actually.
Not expected at all. Maybe a stub Demon 1. Just trying to even things out.
One enemy remaining.
Do so there, Xeppaa. Trying to be a bit quirky with the movement, avoid a lot of the bullets, but it will go down as a result of it. So, a cautious round overall. Lev, they do lose the first player, but they find their way forwards anyway. 4 players now alive at an open side on B.
And the team play being the difference at the opener, that's just a single individual duel, but then Lev never allowed another fight to be a 1v1. And I don't think they're going to offer Vic too many at the end here. 3 players all playing as a pack in B-Link. Only Spike alone, and he's never going to take contact in a way that Vic's going to have an opportunity. kiNgg's spotting that cross. Does look fairly checkmated here. And this comp is nasty in post plants once you get to rifle rounds and they have more util online.
Definitely is.
Concealment.
Now 2 to play with, but too many targets to really overcome here. You've got to be really sharp, potentially speed up with a no command. Flying forwards there. All indication they're going to be moving on towards David. The black takes one for that box. We'll see if it's a counter for Penny. Just drops Spike, but it's only to his knees, and there will be a res inside. Even one off onto the flank here. ISOs the fight's nicely done. Cool, calm, and collected there. Brings it to that 3 versus 3 now for Cloud9 to potentially start making movement over towards this side. A lot of noise being made, some util thrown out. Demon 1. See if he can again so and find these fights once more. Sato's coming up, the 2 main players, pre-fire, ding through the wall, a lot of damage done, and the util is going to really just push them out of the picture. There will be no follow-up for this one. Xeppaa's got to just really hold it down. It's an easy task.
It would just be through that art connector.
Yeah.
Looks like that's not where kiNgg's sending the troops, though. He's going into a stacked B site because he's a fan of where blowz has pushed all the way up to.
30 seconds remaining.
30 seconds left.
Cloud9 do have the stack of bodies in the right place here. Nice and flying. Jiggle lucky to be alive there, but that shot, kiNgg's really stepping up, but will be sat down again, Vic. Nice reposition.
Beautiful flash from Zellsis as well, where he should be ending. Decent beginning, though, to years ago.
Ooh, yeah.
Demon 1's very happy to take angles like that.
It's like he's never left, really, in the flash overhead. Supportive util is good. It goes both ways, though. Demon 1 postured off the line. Vic trying to supplement and help out Star, lay it down. blowz has found a perfect pocket to play in himself, but this is proactivity at its core. Cloud9 are not willing to let any stone be unturned.
1 out of 2 of these teams if they were in that position.
Yeah.
This is a nasty little trap setup.
You can afford to stack these bodies like this. Demon 1 making out with a shot and a bait and switch. Zellsis looking to strike back. blowz! And Sato. They sit Penny and Zellsis straight back down again.
I think Zellsis probably has to be good for 2 there, but Demon 1 looking to clean up.
Maybe wants a few more as well. He's got that rifle, but his players up onto the top. Oh! This is a player hungry for chance opportunities to shine all around. He's got the read.
Remind me again why he's not in tier 1.
Intangibles, man. He's always had the aim. It's never been in doubt.
I'm looking at a lot of intangibles. Not be able to break it very easily, or at all.
And you're supposed to. Oh my goodness, that is a bit of a misplay.
Trying to hold the angle and get the punish, but this time didn't have the option to feel confident.
Fear in their hearts. I mean, Demon 1 is striking it straight in. Knife only to 1 tag here, gearing up for LEVIATAN, looking to salvage this operation as best as they can. They've got 3 players remaining, too many util to work with. Salvos will be committed. Xeppaa positions forced, but no one really scales at the back of this. Choosing to break the knife, doesn't want to reveal his position. It's very conscious here by Xeppaa. Penny, time being bought for him. All those sound cues, he's lighting them up. Penny feels like he can't really square up to take this fight. Stingers being let loose to spoil the hand ever so slightly. Demon 1 is in a very sore spot here. He needs to aim well and aim true, and he's going to be able to do it with Xeppaa at his back. Think about 2 off in pro plays. Trying to for the peak on either side. They are hard crunching them. This is a buy around for LEVIATAN. It's a retrievable location. The excess does nail the shot.
If C9 fight over it too much, there could be avenues back into this round.
Yeah, they are still up here, but double dice. It's not quite, though.
It's a beautifully called round by kiNgg, actually. It's taken until round 12 for him to be able to navigate something like this. Are they confident enough to commit? They've got the read, they've got the timing.
Yeah, this is really bad, though. A lot of util available to deny. Xeppaa has 2 salvos and an ult here. Blows to the plant. And there it is, denying it. 15 seconds left. Time is becoming a bit of an issue. There's the Armageddon. Caught into the corner, just trying to play them all the way in. PXS gets his one. Zellsis though, leaping from the sky. And they're trying to deliver death from above. blowz getting a bit of body block going on. Sato couldn't quite get back to safety. And now blowz just forced to tuck, cower away. 2v2 though, and kiNgg on the flank surely has to activate in time. The rendezvous back Demon 1's finished. Stars placed down. Time pressure though, not quite there. To tap a knife out, kiNgg wasn't ready for the fight. Xeppaa! Dangerous game that he is playing here. Trap play here. Sato recalls back over towards the pillar. Salva's at your feet though. He needs some help and bail out. There are teammates at his back. I was wondering what the play was, and they've just taken a lot of damage in the process. Salvo's dropped down an instant response, but is immediately broken at that. 30 seconds remaining. Your options are running dry. Come down to the raw aim, and that hasn't been missing so far, but a few shots in the dark doesn't go amiss. PXS catching onto Zellsis, dropping it down. Xeppaa into the plant. It's online, an extension now into this one, but kiNgg rapidly approaching, and he's going to be tip-tapping. Vic just turns it straight on him. Snapping around to the side, now it's a 2v2. Before you know it, blowz forwards, the recall star blooms and blossoms, opens it up into the angle. Xeppaa damage done. Surely you can't end up doing this one. Hopping around and sound cues are made. Xeppaa just trying to play his life, but they know how low he is. PXS has been called out to him. Gliding to the side, a trademark triggered. Stopped and stunted, and it's put a bit of fear here into the step of LEVIATAN. They are going to be forced to go back to more passive positions to absorb, losing all that space towards connector. PXS even forced to drop off and away. No one is on the B long angle, but he's going to be watching this one.
Yeah, this setup is
good
still.
for it.
Yeah, this setup is still really clean. And PXS has got a chance of picking off 2 on the entry. Though if Penny can gap close, that shorty will do a lot. Good stun as well. Does push him back and away for the time being, and does have his angles. Again, he knows them well. Plan will go down though, regardless of that for Cloud9, and there's a shorty in back hall. There's always danger in a spot like this. LEVIATAN gonna have to be clean for it. Smoke, hard committed, and this is difficult, honestly. It cuts up the angles and it makes them try and close order, which is exactly what Cloud9 are hoping for. LEVIATAN slowed down as a result of it. Nade, down at your feet. Salvo's now forward, and the hand with the flash as well. That is a big connection. A lot of these players blinded up, yet still it's the superior weaponry to save the day. Xeppaa has a bit of stalled double salvos. Time is ticking. It's ticking. Really it's ticking. A right click like that. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. There's no shot.
There's no chance.
With even less time. And yet they're winning 12-3, so
they're dominating, making Team1 look like his permanent player onto this roster. And this is all in. Desperate gambit towards the tail end of this map. 2v3 still could be winnable for LEVIATAN.
The map simply isn't, though, is it?
No.
I mean, they're not going to run back 9 in a row with how they've been playing. C9 are very firmly in control. On their opponent's map pick as well. This is not something that we've been talking about too much. But this is Lev's pick. This is where Lev thought they had the best chance of winning this series. My God. C9 have manhandled them.
Yeah, level of focus.
1 enemy remaining.
You know, Cloud9 sometimes, a team that let a couple of rounds slip, but this has been like a level of focus really that you expect from some of the very probes. PXS now potentially pressured. The ire of Cloud9 starts to go into his direction. Wants to try and remove that boom bomb, but there's a lot of util going to be waiting at his feet. The nade rebounding on top of it. Sato blind. Back up and away here, being surrounded swiftly at that. The spike's going to be dropped down, out into the open. Will need to be reclaimed here.
10 seconds left.
Defense in order. It has to be a safe plant.
There were 4 players ready to defend, and suddenly it was only Sato.
They're already swarming all the way out anyway. There's a lot of damage done, but not quite there with the kills. Still, as I say that, Cloud9, they leave it all into Vic's hands. Blowz low enough, but a 2v1 to play into Lev. Aggro.
Whoa, double TP's in.
Really aggro stuff. Honestly, there's a lot of damage through the wall and into the judge.
Yeah, you don't want to be losing a bonus.
No. So he'll be very happy as well, especially if this outcome goes the way that I think it will. And yep, spike with a bucky. Just showcasing really just how busted it really is. I mean, had the ability.
Both Omens going for the TP play, I think. Although Vic might have TP'd back out. Maybe I've misunderstood what was going on there. But either way, plenty of times to defend.
He gives a lot of space up to Cloud9 playing this spot. He's got potentially there. Just seen with a shoulder peek and spike his position. Essentially just expected by Cloud9, knowing this one. Zellsis as well, waiting in the wings to really activate and light him. Oh, Demon One stole it!
Stole it!
Still, Showstopper's going to be clearing out the path and making sure that nobody plays into that one. Lev just essentially empty out. Demon One still onto the high ground. Going to be retreating back now with that TP. Rendezvous to safety. Xeppaa's then ready to punish. And just like that, doesn't matter about the weaker weaponry.
No.
Cloud9 back in.
It's a nightmare round for LEVIATAN. It really is.
Give it to Zellsis.
Dead.
Oh, Sato.
Possible.
Hold on. We're all up ahead right now here. No one playing actually tech towards the site, and it's planned for...
If Demon One gets a kill, or even with his death.
Down. Demon One down. Locks it up.
blowz and Spike looking for information on this side of the map.
Yeah, just trying to make a play. Xeppaa's just chopped them down.
The NRG performance he had didn't necessarily try.
Opportunity slip away here. That's nice stuff, yeah. Just takes the fire, does that smoke bloom, so PXS potentially just also trying to take a similar timing. Try and slow this one down, so he's very much on his own, essentially. Might have some help from his teammates. Cloud9 take it so slowly.
He's given them everything here.
Yeah. Very happy to contact all the way up, because they know that the space is being given up on the round. Nade rebound, dropping down to the floor, and the nade will do it. Post mortem, not quite. Penny's still alive and active into this fight. Sato, though, feeling that pressure. It's mounting on multiple avenues, and even feeling like he has to use that dimensional drift here. Players have dropped down, and where is the answer? LEVIATAN running full footsteps, and the guys are well trained. Ready in the end with Penny being dropped down. Ults on ults to pit drop down. Sato's beamed from the back line. It is good coverage as well to make sure that that pick comes down without a hit. Spike! Double dash over. He's going to just essentially take the head clean off Demon One. Zellsis has got it all to do now. A spot like this in a 1v2. Ring around the rosies. Looking for these players, the decay damage kicking in, and this pit isn't dropping anytime soon. He spotted it, at least that they are off of it, but it's being covered by PXS, though. Might be in a bit of hurt, because again, he hasn't been watching this one. The timing taken, as that smoke is there. He's just trying to cut them all down, and swaves. That's that rifle aim, a lot of damage done to Cloud9 here. They find themselves pushed into a bit of a corner.
Really nice tech from kiNgg as well. He throws the smoke, and as it drifts down to the floor, he can see all of the feet, realizes there's 3 of them there.
They're not done yet, though. Cloud9 are encroaching upon the territory. kiNgg backs himself out in time, though, but Spikes has been left alone to his devices up towards LEVIATAN. It's snaked by the recoils, and ricochets back around. It makes it really awkward for kiNgg to try and win that fight. Demon One trying to slip the net. It is found out by PXS, so 3v3 still. Chances, opportunities, especially with his planned position, and needs to fight tooth and nail to try and get these players out wide and open, but Vic and Zellsis are happy for it.
During rounds like that, they do look out of sorts today.
They do.
Toxin screen down.
A lot of space in the process and just walking up. I mean, the Silent a chance here soon enough. Silent drop down perhaps? Oh, they don't suspect it. I mean, he's expecting there to be noise. This is...
30 seconds left.
There's significant gaps in the default right now for Lev.
Oh yeah, it's tragic. It is, yeah. That's really rough to watch.
Sato's going to try and equalize. This is desperation.
They dominated the tournament they played in the offseason.
Right.
It was.
They've got ults to spend here, and kiNgg has just been in this position all day long. Not much you can do from a spot like this, though. Gotta respect it. TP back to CT. Have this going somewhere, though, and it might just find a target. That's a lot of damage. PXS is like, where the hell did that come from? What did I do to you? Full retake, though, 5v5, and that was just forcing the issue, essentially, as a result of that showstopper. Cloud9 are in prime positions as a result of it. The util is going to be sent out anyway. Abounds. See if they can hunt for these kills. Guns are poking out and potentially spoiling the picture of this one, and the trades are actually on top of it. LEVIATAN, good chance for them. But did he anticipate this? Zellsis from the high ground, and it's a position that is planted for him. Sidestep, dodging it, but he steps back into the seas anyway, and he doesn't have the sandwiches to work with. Quick tap. Just trying to force him off the line. blowz, difficult spot to be placed into, but half earned anyway. It gives him wing cons. Just needs to land a shot. Zellsis!
I think he's
time! blowz is just about
best round we've seen from them, yeah.
Got to see a bit more of it now. Moving forwards, Vic. This is going to be causing a couple of issues again to these B-side players. They are being squeezed constantly. kiNgg again forced to retreat back up towards heaven.
Yeah, just giving up the side every time.
Isn't it? See the dimensional drift. Sato wants to potentially lead the charge forward on a bit of a ping out to where the player positions are, but a pit again complicates things. Double dash into the fight. Forward approach. TP back and away. There's a lot of players in through main. A flash will deny you a lot of that space as well. Perfect placement and playing off the back of it. Cloud9 are just ready to strike when the moments are right. Xeppaa, all of them just collect. It took a lot for them to do it.
The scoreline makes this game look closer than it is, though. C9 have been very much in control. They lost 3 rounds early on in the half, but generally, taking all of this space on site, pit down.
A problem for them. Getting similar beginnings, but that is great timing to be taken.
Because using all of this space on A to go and break a trademark, but that's not done much.
kiNgg. Yeah, he's watching the right angles for that one. When Zellsis goes walkabouts and punished for it. 4v4 now.
Yeah, well now Cloud9 are lost. They have no idea which part of the map it's going to. It could be either. You just saw kiNgg in market, but you also just saw a trip get broken over on the A side. You really don't have a clue.
Pushed and pulled. It's going to be hurt though by Demon 1, I believe. Yep,
Spike
going
planted.
down. Cloud9 starts scurrying back into positions. Could be difficult for them, but they do have a lot of util. Vic, the paranoia needs, makes it simple.
Oh.
Okay, blowz. Oh, laser.
A danger player down very early on.
Yeah. Has spotted out a couple of these players as well, so that paranoia connects. Spike is under an immense amount of heat now and is being turned up rapidly. Cloud9 running over them. The nade rebounds and it has forced the positioning. blowz, there's only so many angles and positions you can play for. Half onto the defuse. 2 bullets left though. And this is going to be forcing him way out wide when he hears that one. Cloud9, I'll just keep it simple. 1. Okay, 3 shots, just layering it down on top of them. And Xeppaa happy to help out there with Penny going down. It was the bait and switch angle. A-main's going to be cleared up. There's a potential for the punish, but the saturate just misses going wide. And this is really disjointed.
I'm surprised the saturate missed though. I mean, Zellsis dodged that one, just
barely.
blowz is stuck in mid with the spike.
It's really awkward, especially so. But he's caught them just retreating. Cloud9 pulling back and away.
Yeah, they pulled their attention off mid for just a moment.
Cloud9 not aware of the fact that they've already made the moves around here. blowz can't manage it. Had his aim at least onto the angle, but crouched up Vic just claims the kill anyway, and now it's left into the Palmer King's hands. He's got to do it all from a spot like this, and a 1v3 has to be monstrous, but he's already off to the worst beginnings. Flash dropped down onto the low ground. That potentially might be heard out by them. Cloud9 encroaching now, making sure they've got that pack mentality, taking the fights together, ensuring that they've got that discipline. He's trying to maneuver around, ISOing fights onto the 1v1, potentially there for it. Demon 1. Uphill climb. Bloody struggle for them. Just wandering into the fights here, but listen, the weaponry is good for it. Zellsis and Demon 1 lock it down. Pick says, taking the upgrade. He heard the ropes. There was action over towards it. So, okay, that's good. Instinctual stuff from him. And kiNgg, he is starting to mop up a couple of these players on the other side of the map here. This is getting awkward now for Cloud9. Especially so with that TP deep into enemy territory. kiNgg absorbing up a lot of space, and Xeppaa.
I mean, Xeppaa might be thinking that it's going over towards B, to be honest with you.
It's miles away.
Well, there was an Omen TP in the middle of all of this, so you are really worrying.
Yeah.
Where on earth have Lev gone? So another weird situation, a little bit like the previous round, where Lev are going to be able to get a plant, but they're getting surrounded on all sides by C9. This time, though, numbers even at 2v2.
That's how kiNgg is. Good movement as well. Wayward with it, so kiNgg makes it nice and awkward to take that engagement. It's the 1v2 and double feet. Right.
Oh, here we go, big fight.
There, hello, big fight, yeah, with a showstopper moving forwards. Oh, that's so many bodies! Plenty more as well, waiting around the corner. It's a nade to try and push them back and away. Off for now, Cloud9 looking to put a crunch onto LEVIATAN. He has retreated now. Penny is still in this forward approach. This is a lone blowz here moving forwards, but you only have 25 seconds left.
Normally, Cloud9 are pretty good about regaining information in areas that they've lost. Well, they've lost the whole of A-Lab, A-Heaven, Vents.
Sato's not aware.
Finds the pick onto Sato.
Just not aware where these players could be here. I was thinking there still could be a win con here for Lev as long as they play together, but whistling down these lone players, and it's a plant not for main.
How disciplined can the Lev players be? Playing off each other won them the previous round, but they're very split up currently.
kiNgg refreshing these smokes, renewing them now. He has to be the playmaker, the most forward position for his team to do some significant damage. Flash avoided. This player's already dropping down behind though. Xeppaa is cleaned up quickly. 2v2. Zellsis and Demon 1 looking to take this one now together, almost hand in hand. Snakebite That's good, but again, it's not really planted for players in positions like this. Blowz
Last
forwards
player
there with that
standing.
horn.
One
Jump down.
enemy remaining.
Clean with the movement, and now no time at all. That circle shrinks on the spike, so there's another one round
Beginning
up.
of split. Here's that ult combo potential.
Yeah, it's going to be spotting a multitude of players again, so that's a pit drop down, lay it up, bring them out, and there it is, conversion pass. Sato's still going to try and jump onto this one, but it's a bit of a retreat into the smoke. He's okay, it's a chance, it's gone wide.
Yeah, I think they've messed that up a little,
Welcome to my
but they've still got a ton of space, a pit down.
Yeah, still should be good for Lev.
Yeah, it's a massively advantaged spot.
Smokes are being primed now. Trailblazer trying to lead the charge. Sato retreating back to main, just looking to break some of that util.
Seekers could be powerful here as well to try to counter the pit. Seekers, spam.
Yeah, now being used. He's going to be pointing out that position. Been pointed at that, looking to spam into the relevant corner. Sato, though, still getting active onto this. Zephyr! Zephyr's running a mockery onto the site right now, and he's just potentially found that win con. Forwards and out, smoke in your face. It's difficult.
Shadows traveling.
Not much on display for Cloud9, and
Blinding.
they themselves also looking for a bit of a play forward. Zellsis inserts himself, dominates B main now, and that is suddenly an option taken away. Demon 1's now going to be on the walls, the
30 seconds
bastion.
left.
Line of defense away from this A side, and this is it. This is potentially how it ends. Lev,
One
not
enemy
with a bang,
remaining.
but with a whimper, trickling down. Players are dropping like flies. One remains. It's all down to Blowz, but he